Keane, we're going to be here at Box of Bants, and I'm here in O'Rourke's Boxing Gym in Chicago. I'm here with Keane McMahon, Keane the Iceman. Keane, first of all, last time I actually spoke to you was in lockdown, and that was pretty much at the start of lockdown as well. But since then, you've had two fights, but you have one booked now. And the reason why you came in is obviously the fight that you have now is it could really let you push on and kind of change your life really. Jahyae Brown, I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. Yeah. First of all, how did this come about?
So basically, I just got a call one time and they were saying, look, this guy needs an opponent. It's a massive opportunity to fight at Madison Square Garden. And without asking the opponent, I just said, yeah. As soon as I heard Madison Square Garden, I was like, yeah, want to fight Madison Square Garden. Dream come true for me, literally a dream come true. Like, that's when I started boxing, my dream was to fight Madison Square Garden, and now I have the opportunity to fight there, so I couldn't be happier.
Now, although people would say maybe that you're the opponent and it is a 6th rounder, you must feel very, very confident that you can win the fight, because even though he is 10-0, I suppose that could be deceiving to the point.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a good prospect there. There's no getting away from him, but I think he hasn't done what I've done. He hasn't fought anyone the level that I fought him at. I think he's 8 knockouts from 10 fights, but a lot of them were debutants and you know, guys with losing records and stuff, and he hasn't really had to go to the trenches yet. And I think in my short career, 9 fights I've went to the trenches, I've went to the backyards and fought these top lads, and you know, I'm proven, and I think that'll be the thing that wins me the fight.
One thing I actually, when I was researching him, what's interesting was I looked up his amateur record, and on the Stars boxing page it says that he was Golden Gloves champion, but then Joe O'Neill actually pointed out to me he found that he wasn't. So from that aspect, he might be, I don't know what the word for it is, maybe overrated or over-exaggerated in terms of his prospectus, maybe.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have blown smoke up his arse. Look, he's obviously a decent prospect, he's young, but then again, we go back to the amateur pedigree. I'm a much more polished amateur than him. You know, I won multiple national titles, I fought for my country. I don't think he's ever fought for the USA. But with that being said, I'm not taking anything away from him. He's unbeaten, and I have to go over there and prove why I'm the better fighter, and I will do that.
Are you happy with 6 rounds? Would you rather more?
6 rounds, 8 rounds, 10 rounds doesn't bother me. I'm always ready to go. I think the 6 rounds will actually suit me better, because I can put a mad pace on him, a pace that he hasn't been used to yet, and you know, rack up them rounds, and then you know, I'll be ahead in the fight, and then we'll see what happens. You
must be thinking to yourself, like, from him that's been built by Stars quite slowly, quite well to 10-0. You must be thinking that your opportunity, if you beat him now, you'll be the one there that'll be kind of looked after them by Stars Boxing going forward.
100%. The performance I'm going to put in, they're going to look after me. They can't get away from me after this win. You know, you beat a guy 10-0, you beat him in America. He's from New York, I beat him in New York. They have to look at me then and say, look, this is the fella that we're going to back. And I think Star Boxing is a great organisation. Joe DeGuardia is a serious promoter and a good manager and stuff. So hopefully we can get a chance to work with them. Yeah.
And look, we can't ignore the big card that you're on. It's Joe Smith against Beterbiev. It's for 3 belts for light heavyweight division. And realistically, do you feel it's a win-win for you, like, on this?
Listen, it's a dream come true for me. You know, I'm not messing. I could retire tomorrow and I'd say that's that tapped off the list. But there's no getting away from it. I'm going over here to do a job, and my job is to win, regardless of how big the card is and all. I have a job to do, and my job is to go over there and beat this kid. But yeah, the memories that last a lifetime. Like, it's literally a dream come true. So yeah, there's no getting away from it. It's a massive card. And obviously there's a lot of Irish interest out there as well, and I'll have people travelling over as well. So it's going to be a big night for me.
Have you had much notice? It seems like you have had a bit of notice for this. Like,
I've been in the gym anyway. I mean, I got told 3 weeks ago, but I was already in shape. I mean, I'm sparring 10 rounds in the gym easy. You know what I mean? I'm in great shape. So I'm ready to go, man. I just can't wait to get in there. You know what I mean?
Let's go back a little bit. So Conor Slater obviously organised this for you. So you moved over to this gym with Stephen, and now Conor's looking after you. And you kind of told me how you started training with Stephen and you really enjoyed it. And what made you sign with Conor in the end?
Just Conor is the man getting the opportunities, and we sat down, and he's just a really nice guy, and I got on really well with him, and obviously he's getting me these opportunities, and I'm in a different stage of my career to a lot of the younger prospects. I mean, I have a son, and the fights have to make sense for me as well. So basically that was the mitigating factor. Enjoy working with him, gets me good opportunities, and it's a win-win for both, I think.
So since you had your first fight over lockdown, you kind of jumped straight into like a tough fight like against Anas Masoudi, who was being built up in Belgium, but you gave a very, very good account of yourself in that fight, and obviously you've fully believed that you're going to win the fight. What have you learned since that fight, would you say?
I learned like a mixer at a top level. I think Anas is not far away from world level. I think he's definitely European level at the minute. So, but I felt, that fight was close. I could probably be winning that fight up until he caught me. So I showed me minerals, and I think the main thing I took from it was that I was doing what most wouldn't. 2 weeks or 2 years out of the ring, and then come back to fight a fella with that sort of pedigree. I just showed her I'm all about, and that'll fight anyone, and if the opportunities come, I'll take them.
And then obviously you've had another win since then against Pavel Herman. Do you think since getting back training and since getting back with O'Rourke and since joining Conor and the fights that you've had on the road, and on top of that, since you lost to Dean Sutherland as well, do you think the last couple of years, and obviously with your, like you told me, your gambling that you had, has it been very much about you rebuilding yourself in terms of your confidence and whatnot?
Absolutely. Two and a half years ago I was fucking rock bottom. Just before my son was born, I was fat and out of shape. I was drinking, and I was fucking. This was even after I started gambling. The gambling is not a problem now, do you know what I mean? But I was drinking, and I was doing stupid stuff, and going out and so basically when I came to the gym, sat down with Stephen, and I just got that renewed focus back and the hunger back for it, and I think that's the main thing, because when I'm hungry, that's when I'm at my best.
Yeah. What do you think is the biggest benefit for you training in O'Rourke's at the moment?
Well, top quality sparring all around my weight. Some really, really top class prospects. Ryan O'Rourke, I spar all the time. Tiernan Bradley. We have up and comers like John Cooney. It's a buzzing gym. Tony Brown. You know what I'm saying? So it's just to be involved with lads that are on the same path as me, and that's a huge thing for me. I think I get pushed in the gym every day, and they bring the best out of me. So that's the main thing, I think. Yeah.
You were over in Manchester as well, weren't you? What was that like?
That was unreal. Yeah, some great sparring over there. I was sparring with Sam Maxwell and Liam Taylor. World class sparring, like really, really good sparring, and held me on over there. Done really well over there, and a lot of the coaches over there were impressed with me. So I'm gonna be over there a lot now in camps and stuff. So obviously building a relationship with top class UK trainers is, it's only going to benefit me and everyone else. Happy.
Even though you fought domestically against Dean Sutherland and you didn't win the belt in the end, is this really why you want to get into boxing now? Past the domestic level, you want to fight in the road and fight abroad in America, Europe, all these places.
Yeah, even the Sutherland fight wasn't a traditional domestic fight. He's 13-0 now, and he's picked up a couple of belts, so he's a good fighter as well. But I think there's nothing happening in Ireland at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I was calling out these Irish opponents when I was 2-0, and that the fights weren't getting made for whatever reason. So I want to just get the best opportunities I can and have the best career I can, and then I can look back with no regrets and be happy.
So the fight is in June, 18th of June, if I'm right in saying. Are you planning on flying out the week of? Or?
We're actually flying out on the 8th because Tony is fighting in Long Island. So I'm going to finish my camp out there, probably in Gleason's gym or something, and so finish off all my sparring out there, and obviously go and support Tony, and be ready to rock then.
Yeah. Right, well, really looking forward to it, Keane. I really appreciate you taking time out your day to come and meet me, and really looking forward to it, really excited about it.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward, and once again I want to say thanks to you for the interview. I want to say thanks to all my sparring partners, Ryan O'Rourke, Tiernan Bradley, my coach Stephen, and my sponsor iCroner. Without him, nothing would be possible, so thanks very much.
Thanks, Keane. Thanks.